Hi everyone, my name is Hannah Elliott. I use she, hers pronouns, and I'm one of our assistant directors of residential life. I'm here to talk a little bit more about the Beach Journey as well as our Beach Days programming. The Beach Journey is our residential curriculum, which has set learning goals and outcomes that guide work that our staff does here in housing in order to build community and relationships with residents, support the growth and well-being of residents, and engage residents in developing new skills. So rather than the dorm life of the past where students may be really bored or only focused on studying, or maybe never focused on studying, the Beach Journey centers personal connections and learning to allow students to learn where they live while still having fun and taking lead in their college experience. Our staff are well trained to help support our students, connect them to resources, and really help guide them on what we call the Beach Journey. Once students move into their room, Beach Days begins. Beach Days is our welcome weekend programming made up of different activities, workshops, and events that help prepare residents for living on campus and succeeding academically here at the beach. Our entire schedule can be found on the housing website. There is a Beach Days tab that you can click, and it does have the full schedule up. Each student will also receive an email with the Beach Days schedule, and so encourage your student to be checking that campus email for that important communication. Additionally, closer to Beach Days, we will make sure that it is posted on our social media, specifically on our Instagram page, which you can follow us at CSULB Housing. Again, Beach Days, we use different modalities to get learning across to our students. So we do have a few online modules that are mandatory through Canvas, as well as Alcohol 101 Plus. Again, all of this will be emailed to your student. We also will do meetings. So any students living in our thematic communities will have a thematic community meeting on Friday, August 23rd. And then all residents will have a Sunday, August 25th meeting at various times at different locations. They should check in with their RA or resident assistant for that information once they are here for a move-in. Again, the entire schedule is accessible, and the real purpose of this is to get residents comfortable with the people that will be their neighbors for this year. We want them to build connections, meet people who are in similar majors, meet people who have completely different lives than their own, and really start to get that college experience, what it means to live here on campus. All of our engagement opportunities, from beach days to different social events and workshops available throughout the year, are guided by the Beach Journey, which is that residential curriculum that I mentioned. Similar to a classroom curriculum, nothing here in the halls that is led by our staff happens by chance. Everything happens with purpose and intention that aligns with the Beach Journey. The educational priority that guides our work states that living on campus empowers our students to become more inclusive, responsible, mindful, and engaged community members, embracing their authentic selves at CSULB and beyond. We know that the learning that happens in the year your student lives with us really sets the tone for their collegiate experience here at the beach. We know that we have seen residents who have moved off campus who continue to come back to us when they have questions, when they have issues or concerns, and they need help because of the relationships that we foster and the safety that they feel here in our community. And that all starts with the work that we do through the Beach Journey. Our 5 learning goal categories that guide the work we do here in the Beach Journey are being and belonging, essential life skills, academic engagement, cultural competency, and holistic wellness. We've identified these 5 areas to align with the passion and mission not only of the university and our department, but also our professional and student staff who are all trained through the lens of the Beach Journey. Whether we're posting on social media, hosting a program or an event out in the community, or even just having conversations or hosting dialogue spaces with residents, at least one of these 5 areas will be touched on. Being and belonging speaks to that sense of self, how they connect with other people, and how they feel like they belong here at the beach. Essential life skills captures many life skills, from learning how to cook and do laundry and those more like care-oriented tasks, to how to balance a budget and how to engage in conflict management. We live in tight spaces with a lot of people that they don't know upon move-in day. So how are you going to talk with your roommate about an issue that you're having when you've only known each other for 2 weeks? Academic engagement, I hope, is more self-explanatory, but really making sure our students are centering their academics and why they are here at the beach, and exploring different career options, using campus resources they have available to them that their student fees are paying for. Cultural competency, we have a very diverse community with people coming in from all sorts of different backgrounds, life experiences, and communities. We have students coming from across the world, from across the state, and we really want to make sure folks are engaging in intercultural dialogue, getting to know different experiences outside of what they have come to know from their K through 12 education and home life. This is really important for us as we think about making sure folks are having productive spaces of conversation and understanding that we all have different ways of life and ways of being, and we can respect that and honor that within the halls. And of course, holistic wellness. We know that a lot of our students will struggle, whether that be with homesickness, with stress. Procrastination was recently identified as one of the main stressors for students. And so we want to make sure that our students are practicing holistic wellness, not just for their physical wellness, but also thinking about social wellness and thinking about financial wellness and making sure they're thinking about wellness in that holistic mindset. All of those learning goals in action really take place through multiple strategies. And so whether we're talking about essential life skills or academic engagement or holistic wellness, you will see this show up through our multiple strategies we use to engage with residents that create a holistic living experience, which allows us to support their growth and development throughout their year living on campus. Most students will only live with us for 1 year, and so we want to make sure that that year is spent getting them connected into the beach community and the local area. So our strategies range from different activities and events and touch points with students to provide opportunities from learning in different capacities. Some of these are more meeting and relationship building oriented. So those would be things like our community meetings, conduct meetings, and our deep dive check-ins, where our RAs will actually check in with every resident that lives with us, all 3,200 of them, twice a semester, just to ask how are you doing, how are classes going, and make sure that our residents understand that they have a support team here for them, whether they are going through the highs or the lows of their college experience. Active strategies are more traditional in nature, so those would be your workshops, whether that's time management or how to create a budget. To off-campus excursions, we will take residents on field trips to local museums and events off campus. And then your normal social programming, so craft nights, game nights, movie nights, etc. And then lastly, we have our passive strategies, which are really great, especially we know that residents get busy and they have other things going on. And so if they're having a really busy week and they can't make it out to that workshop, we will have educational bulletin boards, social media posts, flyers, and whatnot posted throughout our community and online to make sure residents are staying connected in to what is available to them and to the education that we prioritize here in housing. Some of our past bulletin board content has ranged from how to resolve conflict with your roommate to what resources are available if I'm struggling with mental health here on campus. And so these are the strategies we use to really engage students in this learning and this community building throughout the year and their time here on their beach journey.